savior, reality blister, true fire starter, street art fighter, pixel believer. I came to deliver the truth in the system, open source twister, the true revolution. You missed her.
Call me the worker, call me the builder, call me the quiet one, moving it realer. Call me the teacher, call me the learner.
Bull good to fire.
In the heart I burn you. Call me the signal, cutting through clutter.
Where my normies at? Where my normies at?
Call me the vision, call me the shift.
Jayu in the code, that's the gift. Call me the rhythm, the baseline drifter. Where my normies at? Where my normies at? Call me the neighbor, the one next door. Call me the many, we rising as chill in the voice, no divider. Call me the future, built in the present, where my normies at. Stay co-present. Call me the motion, the wave, the resistor. Hemon in the system, uplift ya. Call me the hands that carry the flame. Call me the ones that don't play the game. Call me the roots that hold it together. We are forever. Call me normie. Call me whatever. Where my normies at? Now and forever.
Okay, welcome everyone. This is an instant live stream together with DopeMind, a special event for BEEPLE X Normies collaboration. We will deep dive into technical details and also showcase our website, which is public. You can also check the link everyday.normies.art in our stream. You can see the link. So we will deep dive into technical details, show the website, and check out BEEPLE Everydays starting from 2007. Hi, DopeMind, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm excited. I'm great, and good day to be a normie. Since 2 days, I've been thinking about this collaboration, and it's been on my mind all the time. You know, dissecting what possibilities this opens for the future, but also how it presents the body of the great, amazing, huge body of work that BEEPLE has done throughout the years through this I'd call this new medium. So I'm really excited to dive deeper and to learn from you, basically in real life time, how you made this happen, how it works on the backstage, because it's a pretty amazing system that you've created in, well, you've been preparing for this for a long time, but you created that in quite short amount of time, I believe.
Yeah. To be honest, I have been working on this collaboration together with Adam Weissman and BEEPLE since NFC Summit, I can say, because we talked to Adam Weissman in NFC Lisbon. We chat about the possibilities of next collaborations, because he had 300 normies, so he was okay to burn for a legendary canvas, because he's collecting art, not being whale of 300 normies. He is creating amazing PFPs and art collections. He's also one of the biggest collector of BEEPLE as well. So we talk about the possibilities. He said, like, okay, let's do it. So you can communicate with people, Mike, and I'm okay to burn any amount of normies to make this collaboration possible. So I started to talk to people, and we came up with the idea 2 weeks ago, the changing the pixels and changing the normie zero every day, the idea. Yeah.
So this idea was not the idea of this becoming everydays was not exactly born in Lisbon. Lisbon was just the beginning. Let's do something with people and let's burn enough normies for this to be possible, right? And then you moved on to talking directly to people, and that's when the crazy idea of turning everydays into everyday people normies was born, correct?
Yes, actually, it was an idea of making a legendary canvas together with BEEPLE in Adam Whiteman's Normie Zero, because token zero is really important, which we see in live stream. I'm sharing this currently. So it was a good shout out to legendary BEEPLE, I can say. First token of the NFT collection of normies. We talk about making a canvas, giving him a free canvas with enough burn amount. 90 normies burned for this canvas, by the way. So the idea was popped up by people, actually. We were in a call together with him. I was explaining normies, what we are doing here on chain art, and you can customize. At some point I said, like, you can actually change it every day, because your art, what you are doing since 2007 is creating artwork every day. He said, like, okay, let's do it changing every day. I said, like,
And that's when he
perfect.
was really shocked, right? Correct. That's when his mind was like, "Poof!" Every day, right?
Yeah,
I
because
think,
it's the perfect fit for him,
yeah,
because and also this is the best possible way to show that normies can change anytime using the action points you have in this canvas. If you burn 50 normies, you get maybe 500 or 700 action points. But we have another good example in our community. Our one of our holder, Bobby, is changing his canvas maybe twice a day, sometimes once a day, and creating artwork in this canvas. This was also is being produced and used by some of our holders, but the fitting the idea which people is already doing for since 2007. And he said, like, it's amazing, it's a good idea to give opportunity to collectors to customize fully on chain. And I also told him, you can also see the previous versions of your canvas.
that is very important. You're not losing it. You're not erasing. The states remain on chain, right? You can just go back
Yes,
in
actually,
time.
it's the goal. It was the goal for us to create this canvas idea together with Yeet, because you can update, but whenever you update, you have to sign a transaction. So it's saved on chain. So whenever you do a new customization, new edit in your canvas, it's also sending a new transaction. It writes on the same canvas, same token ID, but it's saved on the blockchain, also sending data to our API, which anyone can just use it and verify all the details on blockchain as well.
So you can verify, but you can also go backwards, checking all the states since, let's say, day zero, right? If this is 7007 by BEEPLE, and today we have a new one, tomorrow we have a third one, and so on, you will be able to basically view all of those changes, all of those pieces of art. Is that correct way to
Yes,
say it?
yes.
That's amazing.
It's actually the idea of composable, and also engaging with the holder, and also it's saving on the blockchain. That was the biggest goal for us to create it. It's also anyone using our API can just go and check our API to see whatever it's being created, and also the every single change and detail. I will share our API right now to add a layer on and visual on top of this. So I'm currently viewing the token 0, the first version of the token 0, and in the API link, whenever I change it to the 021, because this is the version 0, not the original, because it's in the history, but this is the version 0. And whenever I click 1, it will change the image in PNG, also SVG version in our API. You can just view all over the artworks created by time. And of course, using this API, you can build apps. What I did with the BEEPLE everyday website for normies is using this API, and we've all created everydays in a single website dedicated to this occasion. So yeah.
So this is day that was day 2, correct?
Yes,
That we've just seen.
Yeah, last one, the day 2. Yeah.
Okay, so take us through the mechanism, because you said something really important, which was you need to pay a transaction. So if this is done automatically, like you said, with no permission, and you just put this into motion, and as long as people will keep on creating every days, and there won't be changes to this will just keep on going on and on. So the transaction itself is also paid in an automatic way, if I understand correctly.
Yes, it's run by a script that Yeet wrote, and it's living on the in a server. So there's a wallet there. Actually, there is an autonomous system that we imported a wallet in the server, and that server has some amount of Ethereum to pay the transaction fee. It's like $1 or something. Like if you have $365 in the wallet, you can do this for a year. It doesn't mean, or it's not a big deal for this occasion. So whenever this server see any update in this normie 0, it just get the 1 bit of the version of 1 bit data, and updates the canvas automatically whenever, if we are sleeping or if we are away from the computer. It runs automatically a whole system together without touching anything.
So in a perfect situation, there won't be a delay, because currently there were like 2 days when there was like a slight delay, like 2 hours or 3. And I think it's because not everything was posted in the right place by BEEPLE himself, I assume. Maybe I'm wrong, but in the like best situation, there won't be any delay, and there will be like what, like 10 minutes delay between him posting this on his X and Instagram and normies.
It's actually 2 hours delay,
2
because
hours. Okay.
yeah, because whenever people post every day, it's 12 a.m. And at 2 a.m. There is I checked BEEPLE's website and all the mechanics, and I know everything about this website. So
Yeah.
I studied my lesson for 2 weeks to understand how it works and how we can catch this up. And I also used picking the everyday images from the Twitter account. It works perfectly, 96% of the success rate. But if there is an image that matches my algorithm, the algorithm I created, like 4:5 dimension ratio, and if it's not a everyday, I also catch this image. Maybe it's a people's selfie, or it's an announcement of some other event. It will also catch this and normify, and also send it to the normie 0 canvas customization. To prevent this, we consider the BEEPLE's website as the truth source of everydays, because as I said previously, his website at 2 a.m. it's a batch update of newest BEEPLE every day. So our server constantly checking his website, and if there is a new every day in his website, we get this image, and this image is normified using NCU image, Normie Cinematic Universe, which is a term created by BEEPLE in one of his posts. I named this trained image model Normie Cinematic Universe. Using this image model, it's turned into distilled and symbolic image of BEEPLE's in Normie version. And whenever this update is done, this image is created, we have also an API that shows the all data, the 1-bit data of this artwork. I will show everything, no worries. But whenever this image is in our API /latest, our the system, the script yields setup, catches the update of this canvas and checks the latest API endpoint and get all the data from this API and send transaction to the blockchain and updates the token 0. And it also posts to our sales bot in a special text and image with original and also the final version. So this all happens automatically in normal situations after 2 hours when people post. But if there is a delay, let's take people's server is not updated, image is not loaded there, or maybe he's away or server is not working for maybe 2 days. Whenever I wake up, if there's 2 hours, more than 2 hours delay, I check our admin panel and says like, today there is no everyday, but I put I click a button, says like, check X account. It checks the people's everyday between 11 and 12. And if there's an image fitting our algorithm 4x5 dimension, it gets the image and convert it to normie image using NCU image model. And it asks me like, is this a BEEPLE everyday? I have 2 options. I can approve or I can deny, because I see image. Or of course I know if it's everyday or not. Whenever I click accept, and it send this generated image to our API's latest endpoint, and pipeline goes straight as the same as previous one. Our script catch the latest API and send this transaction to the blockchain and updates the normie 0.
Guys, my mind is blown, although my mind is pretty dope, as my nickname says. But I'm impressed. But I mean, you've done your homework very well, and you designed all of this, and you're basically the understanding of this. It's in a way, as you are describing this, it's on the surface there is still a normie, but now this is a pretty complex, machinery, like programming wise, working behind this. I'm really blown away, and I think it does. It gives this depth to the collection, Normies collection, but also BEEPLE's collection, as I said in the beginning. But let us go like a little bit deeper into this NCU. But by the way, the name is just amazing, cinematic. This is the way I would love to see it. So what are the challenges for you to actually train this model, and what was the main objective? Like, what did you want? What did you want to see in the end? Because his images, like current images, are really full-blown AI, full of detail, dramatic kind of images like we see here. So what was your goal? Because the output is extremely interesting, very artistic, and, as you say, symbolic.
Yeah. First of all, I want to give a shout out to BEEPLE because in our call, whenever we get the idea of creating everydays, literally every day, he said like, okay, maybe we can turn this into a distilled version, because it's a black and white canvas, and there is only 40 by 40 grid. There's no bigger resolutions. If this could be 80 by 80 canvas, we could fit many other details. But Normies has this feature of compressing the image and giving the key points of an image. So the prompt created by BEEPLE, the distillation of the image prompt created by BEEPLE, I use this prompt to train my own the image model I used. It's not my own image model. It's a public image model, but I trained using BEEPLE's everydays, because for example, there is 3 men here and burning 3 buildings and running too many people. But the idea of the image is 3 men is fighting, like, but
Yes.
if you want to fit these all the guys and all the men running from this chaos, there will be pixels. Also, you cannot fit the car here because this image is also in a inside a frame. Like the whole artwork is starts from the top and ends from the bottom of the image. Like last pixel is also inside the image. So we should we should have focused on the key points. Like I will change this image to another one to give a better explanation. You can see here there's a Trump, and also there are too many footballers, football players, and also burn. There's a fire, etc. But whenever you look at this from a distance, you can, of course, you cannot understand there's a plane or there's how many people here. But when you look at these images left and right and together, you can understand what's the deal here. And of course, one of my favorites of the recent Beeple ever days, you can even if you are not
Yes.
looking at the original one, you can see three men here, and one of them is holding a huge golden card. You cannot understand the golden card, of course, but there's a big thing he is holding in his hand, but you cannot see the car behind, and also you cannot see the football field and the text, of course, but it shows only the reference image. It shows the symbolic and iconic parts of the image. So here you can recognize the rocket and the punk guy and holding something, and there's sitting on top of something. And of course, this one is just I don't know. It's kind of one of my favorites as well for the recent things. And there is two men is marrying is being married here, and bride and
Yeah.
groom. Yeah, it's obvious.
Even his hair is like there is this one pixel that goes like a wave. It's kind of clear. Yeah, when you compare them, it's exactly the symbolism, like this compressed meaning of what he meant is really present in all those normified version. I think that's a big achievement. So you had to prompt the model to train it that way, right? That was you had to bend it to make it work this way.
Yeah, because I tested like 20 image models, but we had a big problem about the image models because people had non-safe for work images. There's big dicks and big boobs, or men holding a huge cock, or there's too many things going on in people's everydays. I trained a really nice model, but it was creating close to this type of style and quality in terms of the details, but it has stuck while I'm creating the BEEPLE everydays, all everydays, like 7,007 everydays. It was stuck because there is a restriction of this model. If there's not like NSVP image, it stopped generating, so it doesn't fit our ethos that is autonomous, and it goes forever whenever people post every day. So I used another image model, and also we have a backup algorithm that if this model is stuck at some point, we have another model that runs autonomously, bypassing this one. So this is the system that we created actually for this occasion.
Yes, I'm really impressed. And to explain why we see now previous work of people, maybe we can go back to the main website, and there is a toggle there, and you can really explain, and you can see. Yeah, so on the main website, which is Normie Everydays by BEEPLE, you can go either toggling the Normie 0 toggle, and that takes you strictly to the current creations, right? On this token. Yeah.
Whenever
yeah.
you toggle Normie 0 on, we can only see two, because only these two updated on the blockchain. So we can see only two of them, because this was yesterday and this was this morning in our European time zone. When you toggle this off, you see all of them starting from 2007. And
Okay. And
My
you can
favorite,
change them by year, right? And you can sort
yeah,
them by newest and oldest.
yes, actually, currently I am browsing the 2007, and there are 245 images because people started on the 1st of May, starting the everydays. And whenever I click oldest the first, and you can see day 0, and it's untitled, and the date is also created here. This is the
Amazing, man.
this grid also. I created this grid to give it a name under the normified version, and the day ID and the date, and of course, as I explained it in our article, I had to make the final image smaller in a bigger background to make it more understandable, because as Leon de Harmon said, and in one of our his interviews, and the interviewer said, like, you can see the image, but if you are looking at from a distance, you can see all the details, you can recognize easily. I will also play this video at some point, but you can mouse over for the images of the people, and you can toggle between the original and the last one. And this is I promise, and you can read also I
Yeah.
promise, because there's only I promise text. Yeah.
It's crazy because in 2007, this is the best part, because you created this archive of people's work, which is normified, and it can take us back to his early days, to his first creations, like day 5, and you can just go through it. It's amazing how his style was developing. Like, to see his style, I was not aware. And it blows my mind that people was started with those sketches, which is crazy. And also those sketches translate like extremely in a cool way to normie style, like, because they're simple, right? No
Yeah,
background.
yeah, I think it's, of course, people doesn't need new audience or exploration platforms like normies or something else. But what I did here to, as you said, create an archive of people's everydays, every single everyday in a website that even everyone just can check here and see what people created in 2007, and scroll down, and you don't need to mouse over on this images. Like, maybe you can just scroll and say, like, okay, what is this? And you can see a man screaming, and on the normie version you can also
Yeah.
see a man screaming. Like, you can explore, you can just enjoy exploring people every day as well.
And I think if you start with this symbolic version, like this guy or this guy, so you start with this normified version that gives you the essence, this gives you the compressed meaning behind this creation that people did back in 2007. Then you click on it and you see the original. It is really like like an art study. This is like art study of a style. But when you said, I agree that people does not need a new audience, and he's a huge established, the most successful artist in digital world, digital art world. But what he needs, in my opinion, is preservation on chain, and this is exactly what is happening here, because it kind of preserves his work on chain forever. Um, yeah, like moving on this token 0, I mean.
Yeah, I think it's way too many possibilities that are in normies canvas, also in normie 0, because even people or you and me, no one knows what people gonna create tomorrow, and we don't know what's we gonna see tomorrow in normie 0 token. Maybe he will write it only text, like fuck you all, and it will normify it is at a text, and we will see a fuck you all text, because why not? People can do this. But while I was checking this, we are talking, but there's a car, but there is no full image of the car in this everyday. You cannot see half part of the back and the forward, of course, but in the normie everyday, the model imagined this
Yeah.
car as a complete, and
Yeah.
it's complete. That you can see back of the car, tires, and the front. Everything is just here. So it has an imagination. Of course, he sees it. The model sees a car and says like, okay, let's complete this image. Or
It's
depending on
reimagined. Yes. What is this 62? 62 to the left. Okay. Is it a guy working on some? Oh, he's a DJ. Oh no. Okay, that's the thing.
it's
Yeah,
he's a
amazing.
farmer, or it's a kitchen, or maybe I don't know. It's
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah.
I want
These
to
things
highlight
are.
this 70, like day 70 has of course again too many details, but our NCU image model said like, no, I'm not gonna touching this. It will stay in a blank. There's no image, there's no single pixel here.
Why do you
Like,
think is that? What is the reason?
I don't know. I will try to create this once again. In maybe we can use it because as everyone knows, there is no there is a seed while you generate the image. All in all the image models, but it generates randomly. So if I try this once again, maybe we can get something. But these are all the first version of what this model created during this process. So this day 70 is just crazy. I don't know. It just stays there in blank, maybe.
No, but maybe this is what it means. Maybe it means a blank thing. We have to trust the model, I guess.
Yeah, but big thanks to this collaboration, I had the chance to explore BEEPLE every day. It's like his hand drawings, hand paintings, and using the medium of paper and pen, because it's 2007. Of course, there's a
Yes.
digital art, but it's not too common. So seeing the evolution, like today, now we are browsing 2007, but when you just jump in 2023, you can see giant bulls and the guys running from the
Which year is
cars.
that? What year is that? That's
2023.
okay. Okay. So still not the newest AI generators, but already there. Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's the beginning of the. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
look
Yeah.
at this. There's a text, and the text is just only dots, some pixels, but you can imagine there is a man holding his hand from a place. Maybe it's a sea or half cut image, but whenever you click you hover mouse over the image, you can see, oh, okay, this meant to be this. But the resolution of this collaboration, I think, to get and or give more imagination to the people, like whenever you see this day 5732, you cannot understand, but whenever you mouse over on it and you see the original, you can say, okay, this maybe this is a new medium. I can create something symbolic or maybe surreal, but people will get it if I create this depending on this BEEPLE everyday NCU model.
Yeah, I think it is a little bit like with normies. Some of our normies are really like one to one. You can understand what is happening. You can see the image, the face, the portrait of a normie. But some of them are also leaving you like the space for imagination. So you have to zoom out a little bit, and you can, okay, it's beautiful. It is all the missing parts. It is just a little bit like this. I believe some
Yeah.
of the images.
Yeah, I think it's kind of what we were trying to achieve, compressing and giving only
Yeah.
one color, because if you consider background white or off-white, as we say it, there's only one color you can put or remove. So it's only one and zeros. Technically, it's like this: black's one and white's zero. You switch 1 to 0 or 0 to 1 to create this image. It's actually how it works. So I can maybe show our API.
This one is extremely amazing. This is the symbolism in the normified version. The original is really cool, and yeah, I'm amazed. I will be studying this and sending links to to some friends, because this is amazing art study. And this is the API.
This is the API, and it says like the day number, date, title. It all comes from the BEEPLE's website, and grid size, of course, 4D, and colors black and white. And these are the what I was saying previously, like 1 and 0. These zeros are white, as you can see in the image. There are 4 rows of whites. And then it comes like 1 1 1, and this 1 1 1 is showing this part. Maybe I don't know, I cannot highlight this part. Yeah,
I see it.
now, yeah, it's obvious that you can just play around with the ones, and yeah, it's, I think, better. As you see, there is too many ones, zeros, and also then ones entering the chat, and this is the place where sits here. And at the end of the generation, these are automated and created in milliseconds, and you get the final version of this artwork. And it's the
It is a little bit like the process you created for creating murals, right?
Yeah.
The greed that your wife came up with to create the murals in a big size, big scale in Lisbon. I wanted to reach out and get, because I have my Normie girl as a souvenir, and I keep it with me. So it is a little bit like that, the ones and zeros. Amazing. It's really a cool concept. And you were talking about the zooming out, that you took inspiration from a certain artist that was experimenting with that. Can we see that?
Yeah, I will just
Video.
switch my screen to this
Okay.
one. Yeah. This is Leon de Harmon. We can consider it first pixel art, because I'm talking to Noah, who is researching and making articles about this kind of first kind of artist in pixel art and other mediums as well. So this video explains what we were trying to achieve with normies, and why we are looking and putting this generated normies inside a bigger background. So I will start a video just for everyone to watch.
Recognize this famous American? Suppose we put his picture out of focus. Recognize him now? How about now? This computer-made portrait is part of an experiment by Leon Harmon at Bell Telephone Laboratories to determine how little visual information people need to recognize a human face. A 35mm slide of a portrait is converted to computer language. The computer then reconstructs a greatly simplified portrait on a TV screen where a camera can photograph it. Made up of about 200 squares, the photograph uses only 16 shades of gray. By learning how little visual information is needed to recognize a face, telephone scientists hope to make more efficient use of communication systems.
Man, amazing that you were really inspired by Leon de Harmon, like when you were creating normies. This is like the crossover with inspiration coming from the computer world, digital world, and your inspiration with street art and invader pieces in France, in Paris. This crossover of inspirations, like, that's mind-blowing. That's the eureka, that's the genius part, man. That's honestly that blending those two. I don't think anyone before came with this concept, like, okay, the pixels and you create, yeah, it's like just taking it all began with this, I think. Amazing.
Yeah, I think my background of street art and being interested in the mosaics, and mostly after I purchased my CryptoPunk, I spent a lot of time in real life with CryptoPunks, also in the Discord. There's a guy, Gwendal. He's a vibe coding and also a coder. Before we vibe code everything in a day or in hours. He was creating too many apps for the punks. Like, you can change your punk by just entering the ID. He created his own tools, At some point I said like, okay, this is cool, and I met Noah, the guy who is researching these artists for long time, and I came up with this artwork by Leon de Harmon, and he also shared his own personal archive with me about the articles and the PDFs, how it works. So I, of course, got inspired by this historical. I consider it as first pixel art, and seeing normies together with this uh, great artist of the 19th century and 20th century, it's really inspiring. And seeing the resonance between this artist and making it using the blockchain technology on a blockchain, uh, keeping it living forever is just I think the best use case of the blockchain, because I wanted to buy a piece, a 101 or edition by Leon de Harmon after launching Normies, after uh, deep diving into pixel art, and this is the best possible artwork you should own. But at some point I couldn't find, because there's art dealers and curators, galleries. You ask them and you cannot verify if it's maybe original or maybe reproduced. And on the Ethereum blockchain, you can just check the smart contract and you can say, okay, this is Normies, and you can buy it because there's official links and there's an official smart contract, verified smart contract on the blockchain. You can check, and you can buy one of the 10,000 Normies, and they are all 101. You are actually buying not only an artwork, not only a PFP, because we take care of Normies as a canvas. You buy a canvas, like let's imagine there are only 10,000 physical canvas in the world that artists can just use it and also paint on it. But you can just remove the paint, the oil paint or acrylic, and you can redraw something. So it's something like this to make it more clear, but it's on the blockchain, verifiable, and also composable.
Yeah, so you start with, let's say that's what you get. This is level one, normie. So this is also canvas filled already with, I don't remember the count, but this is like big count of pixels. And this is, you can say, a starting point, right? You can either keep it, you can either keep it because you love level one, or you can get additional normies, burn them, and start modifying them. And that's like the modified version where I put some band name, and I figured out that this is the right way to do it. So I believe in this way you can describe normies as a new medium, because when I said that this is the way to preserve people's work and to really like transfer people's work on chain, that's exactly what's happening, right? Because this is from now on, if Adam one day, Adam Weissman decides to showcase Normie Zero at a museum on a on a big screen, the museum can put another screen next to it where you can really go through all the states of this work and all the artworks that were before the one that is currently visible, which is absolutely groundbreaking, a new way of showcasing art, because you are not really showcasing one piece, but every other piece that lives on the same token. That is mind-blowing. And you can even put your tent inside the museum and wait till the other day and really, experience this in real life, just like you transferred this normies to e-ink. At some point you'll be watching the change, right?
Yeah, it's also highly possible that you can plug this e-ink to ESP32, or there's different versions with Wi-Fi, and also you can put in a little power. So whenever token 0 is updated, you can just see on your table like, okay, it's updated, because you can connect this device to internet, to API, to everywhere. Like you can maybe Adam Weissman can put this display to his office, and whenever he wakes up, maybe, or walks around the room, he can just check, oh, okay, it's updated, let's check it out, which normie is this, like everyone
That's
can do this.
amazing. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is like
Or
transformable live piece. So
yeah,
you can, yeah, each one of us can get like a screen like this or a bigger one, get the Normie Zero and watch the changes on daily basis with really simple tools.
yeah, I
That's
think it's
this
a
is
new medium and also a new messaging system, maybe also for the artists like people, or for the singers like Madonna. You know, if Madonna is giving a concert in Europe and he has an army with enough action points, she can just update the canvas like in Brussels, like 3rd of June, in this location. She can update the
yeah,
canvas and
of
it
course.
posts to somewhere else in her website or Instagram, and you can announce things there every day. Anyone
You
you
can
want.
announce, like by dates, words, but you can also announce things and create things by symbolism, which a lot of artists do. But before we go into NCU, I have a post here by Flex. He says something this morning. Maybe I can read it because I think it's a very interesting one. He said, "Imagine what happens when people realize that Beeple dailies are automatically transposed onto Normie's art token zero every day, and it's one of the crazy NFT things. Then once that settles in, what happens when they realize they can buy their own, customize it by buying action points on the pixel market, and simply and seamlessly? Then what happens? Museums are displaying customizable digital art, aka normies, NFTs. Auction houses are selling customizable digital art. Massive art collectors are integrating physical versions of the digital art they customize in their collections. Collectors of Pokemon, Disney, Marvel, and sports memorabilia start customizing a normie to be displayed as a pixel version of their favorite character or display. Simple version. And I think he nailed it here. He's like, in the morning, I wrote to him, man, create an article because it really explains a lot of use cases of normies. And we are just getting started because people and normies are a new thing. It's like 2 days. We have currently two artworks on token zero, and people are just waking up and discovering what really is happening here. That's the way I see it.
Yeah,
It
I think
take
it brought too many new eyes on normies, thanks to Adam Weissman, thanks to people. But this
Yeah.
was what we were trying to explain to broader audience, because normies is too technical. We have too many smart contracts, too many documentations. As Beeple X normies collaboration, everyone just see our normie sales bot that posts Beeple every day, and next to that a normie version. But as I showed a diagram, like there are already 10 steps, maybe more, to create this pipeline and automate this. There's too many things, but after Beeple every day, like today is second day posted and updated on the blockchain, and every day we will see this. Every day we will begin to talk this, and most people, most holders in our community, even today, I see too many people are chatting like we can create animation, we can create stop motion using this everyday pixel art. So it's also possible. You can create 365 frames of animation in a year, and you can maybe auction it because it's yours. You can also maybe create animated posts or animated website for your series. You can create series in a single canvas, maybe daily. Maybe you can even change the canvas 365 times in a single day by automating every frame. So you can create an animation in the canvas. It's also possible. There are too many things to unfold and also explore, even for us, even for the artists of the project, you as the ambassador of the project. We are already exploring many things day by day, and it will unfold slowly what we can do using this canvas.
It's beautiful, and I think I've been aware of all of this, and I've been thinking about this for months and going deep into this, and I had it written. But the arrival of the great Beeple, as I call him, because I really respect him as an artist, and now clearly when I'm able to go back to 2007 and see how simplistic was his approach in the beginning, like the guy was a brave man to really go out and not give a fuck, just put his work out there. I think I've heard his interview when he said that he did not rely on selling art at all. And he said that artists should not rely on income, getting income from the art itself. If it comes, it comes. And he was just like, wake up every morning, and if you feel a need to create art, create it, and be bold enough to put it out. So he was brave enough to put out all those works, and he arrived. He's now a part of Beeple and Normies collaboration, and I think it made us go deeper into this rabbit hole. What is possible, really?
Yeah, it's also help us to recognize too many other things. So I think it's a good start for us as well.
Yeah. Very exciting to learn about this. And I started this morning, like you said, I started this morning really by just checking what has people created and how it looks, because I love to check from the normie side. Possibly there is different people, different approaches, but I like to see the normified version, the normie version, the token zero, and then okay, how it looks in or as original, and I go back to original. Amazing. So that's the model. NCU.
Yeah, that's the NCU image model that we are using. We used for the Beeple X normies that distills the image and also get the symbolic and also iconic parts of the image. But this image trained to create simple artwork, simple pixel art for the complicated artworks. While testing this, I plan to use Panorama by Yeats, because his artworks are also like crazy amount of details, but there's a subject, there's a main idea in this artworks. So I will
subject,
go. Yeah. I will go try one of those. For example, this one. These are recent panoramas. I don't know if I'm showing.
No, not yet. You just I can only see the NCU image model. Yeah, but you will find it. But what you said about having this one single focus point in the artwork, this is generally extremely important in art. You know, generally speaking, to have this one point of focus. And you're right. That's the clue.
Yeah. Now I uploaded our panorama artwork by Yeet to NCU image model, and I will click pixelate. And it's distilling into 40 by 40 grid. It takes like maybe 30 seconds, depending on the model.
Did you have to crop it before, or you? Oh no,
No.
it takes the whole thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it takes the whole thing, and I will just zoom in, and this is the original one. This is the normie 40 by 40. But if you want, you can just click once again to pixelate to get another version. As I said previously, AI can create, of course, good images, but it's just randomly. It can create different versions of this image. So whenever we release this NCU image model to for only normie holders, everyone can, of course, able to use this image model for their daily use whenever they want, or they can even just create a art collection maybe, or print of using this image model. So we will release this model for holders, normies holders, soon. Just I'm showing how it works, or how we effectively use, or you can even put a photograph for from your gallery of your phone, and you can normify, pixelate the details or the symbolic parts of the image.
Yeah, that. I can't wait. I can't wait. So it's gonna be a part of the agentic tools library or something else?
Yeah, we are planning to put it on OpenSea's agent tool registry part. It will be, of course, open for the agents, and also, of course, humans can also use this by OpenSea's agent tool registration. For example, this image side by side looks,
Yeah.
I think, good. Whenever you see the original, you can get like there's a woman lying, or you can just change the brightness here or threshold, like giving more details or different shades to the image. But the original one is 110 and 126 this type, and you can get the idea actually here.
And instantly you get also the style, because it becomes like uh, normified normies style, although it's based on pixel art, two colors. And but yeah, the restraints make it really special. I'm absolutely blown away by this.
It's
By
really, yeah. It's really, it was a hard choice for me even to choose one color to create an PFP NFT collection. But as I mentioned many times, this turned out to be not only an NFT collection, it's under the NFT. So of course, it's NFT, it's on the Ethereum blockchain, there's images and metadata, but with the NFT collection, we try our best to extend this art collection into something different, into accessible for everyone, and also composable for the public, because we are hosting pixel art contests for the artists. Also, we are hosting hackathons because we have an API which has 80 endpoints, like close to 100 endpoints in our API. And our first
Can I ask you?
hackathon,
Can I ask you
yeah,
for a second? What does, for somebody who does not understand the number of endpoints, the more the better? How should people interpret that when you said, because that's quite a big number of API endpoints?
API endpoints is the data that you can use from a source. Like if there's a two endpoints, let's say metadata and also the image link in IPFS, anyone can just, of course, create an API. API is just the easy way to give data to public, or if it's gated or paid, you can just as Twitter API. I'm paying Twitter API to use and post images to Twitter. But in our API, it's open to public. I can even show it here.
And it's not two. It's like how many? You said 100.
Close to 100. It's after the recent updates with the rarity tools, there are 80 endpoints in our API. I think, if I count correctly.
Okay.
So this is our API. It's open to public, of course, and free to use by anyone. api.normies.art. So there is, I will just zoom out. You can just use as an HTML document, or you can just feed this to your LLM model, to your agent, or the model you use. And there are normal token data, original data, traits, binary version, and pixels, canvas, of course. There are image in SVG. You can just copy this normie slash whichever ID you want slash image dot svg, and you see this normie token, the final version. So
In your
there,
LLM, in your chat GPT, for example,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Also, you can view it on the on the browser. Like whenever I copy this and edit to current
Okay.
tab, like I will type my own ID, like I can see already here, or I can switch to SVG on the address bar. I can,
And it's getting it straight from on chain. That's the thing. It's not IPFS, nothing. The image, right?
yeah. Images from the on-chain, but it's our API checking the
Yeah.
blockchain for the recent image, and it's updated by an indexer, so you can see here whatever
I just said that in a case that sometimes marketplaces are malfunctioning or break down or crash, you can always use this way of going back and checking the image, which is derived straight from the on-chain, checked by your API. Okay, so I get it now. If you have 90 points, 90 endpoints, 90 API endpoints, you have a lot of data that you can feed into whatever you're doing, into whatever you're trying to create, into whatever you're trying to brainstorm over and get information from.
Yes, actually, it's that's the actually what we were trying to do with the on-chain art, and of course, that's a good way to explore whatever we are doing here. So I also added API to Beeple X Normies collaboration, inspired by, of course, Yeet, because we had an API that feeds this data to a Twitter bot, sales bot, which updates all customization. Also, this API feeds our script that made a customization for the canvas. So you can see here, if you, I posted all our API endpoints in the article from my own account. This is the latest card image for the Beeple's every day. Next day, and whenever people create a new every day, this latest card will change to the new Beeple every day, and also the new version of the recent every day. So anyone can also use this to create a website or to feed another art collection, or see in a single grid, or anything you want. You can use this API endpoints that I posted already today.
Yeah, this is the idea behind the open source CC0 project, and we are just seeing the whole. It unfolds in a very beautiful way by offering people all these possibilities. And today I was thinking and talking to one of our holders, Cancuno, and we came to a conclusion that actually, if you are holding a normie, like simplistically approaching this, you are holding a PFP. But when you think about this, each one of us is holding a canvas, a very valuable asset that as we progress into the future, it will be the demand for this. And we have like 7,500 left, or even less, right? Because we burned like 2,600.
Yeah, it's around that.
It's around that. So we have a 7,000, let's say 600, 500 left. So guys, you are holding a canvas, and you are holding something that can, produce multiple things. It's just a great, modern, futuristic medium, and it's yours, permissionless. You hold it with full sovereignty, self-hosted. Yeah, that's it. That's amazing.
Yeah, this is one of our holders requested this every day, because he is holding this original Beeple every day in his wallet, and he requested, like, can I get the normie version of this? So I will update my canvas. I will just send him this one because anyone, it's of course CC0, anyone can use, but one of our holders want to update his canvas to this. So yeah, why not?
I wanted to ask you, so those pieces, some of them were sold by people as digital art as well?
Yeah. They are on OpenSea Beeple every day. I can show this also. There is a 2020 collection, and Genesis collection, and
Okay.
Spring Summer collection 2021. So they are editions.
Okay.
We can see, yeah, I will show here.
Tokens, digital.
Yeah, they are NFT.
Okay, NFT editions. Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, here are GigaChat. And also it has a amazing card here explaining all the details. Edition size is 100, and yeah, this is
Okay.
perfect.
Okay, so people will be asking for the normified version of it, and yeah, as we go forward, as we move on, the people and normies will be just more and more exposed to broader public, and yeah, we're just gonna discover amazing things. So very very excited what's coming tomorrow for people and normies. And yeah, man, you explained this in a, I think you touched all the endpoints of all of this. and
Yes.
and yes, and I'm really impressed. And thank you, because this is like, for me personally, as you know, a great. Oh, I have one request to end this. Can we see our rarity tool, and just after all this conversation, guys, let's look at normies. I just want to look at them, yeah, in that format, like they're that small now. And just think about the conversation about the compression of meaning behind normies. There is our token zero. It's third up there, right? Yes,
Yeah.
next to Jack Butcher, next to DK. Now I know all these artists. It's like
Yeah.
it, it's really an amazing feeling. And now I see the whole thesis behind the compression of identity, the compression of meaning, when I look at this amazing collection. Can we scroll down a little bit? Yeah.
Look at
So
this. This is Flex, the tweets you read before, and he's creating some crazy stuff. Like here is Pokemon and the game, or PS2,
oh, is
or
that
maybe.
is that oh, that's Flex, the one
Yeah,
I
yeah,
read
yeah,
the post from. Okay.
yeah.
Crazy
And it,
things, beautiful. And they have meaning behind them. They are just compressed identities, compressed meanings. That's They always meant that to me. That's like when people ask me, "Oh, what do you see in normies?" I'm like, "You cannot see what I see. I see the
yeah.
whole world. I see the whole depth in them." And I'm even a fan of, like, if you scroll down. This is the rarity tool, but if you scroll down to more chaotic ones, the ones that are like level 1 and they are not yet transformed or edited,
Wow,
I'm
this is so
I'm
cool.
also I'm also a big fan of. Oh yeah,
Wow.
that's a good one.
First time seeing this guy. Amazing.
Is it
Who
is
is
it is
holding?
it hu- is it human?
Yeah, human. And
Amazing.
Jeremy Austin.
It looks a little bit like Alien.
Yeah,
Looks
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Wow. Also, PFP is crazy. Wow, perfect.
Oh, you're seeing something else, or you're looking at the rarity?
Yeah, I was checking
Oh,
his profile, but they didn't share the
okay.
screen
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah,
stat.
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
got,
yeah,
okay.
yeah. So he uses that as his PFP.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more abstract version of this guy is a
Okay.
PFP.
Cool. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, look at this guy. Like surprise and oh my god, what's coming?
Yeah,
And
yeah. Surprise. And it's a study by like 40 by 40, and you get all this, like, look at them. There are like all different characters. It's basically we're all holding 101s, and it's not a joke. It's
man, yeah. After checking the Rarity tool together with you by talking on
you know
the
what I mean?
topic, yeah, it's just everything is 101, and every single one has only one color. Like there is no second color or any option that you can choose. And this is only has one burn, and I'm quite sure this girl has customization in the probably eyeglasses, and looks
It's
perfect.
just one burn. Yeah, there is people who do one burn, guys. One burn. They burn one normie, and they modify their own normie to get this results. It's like, how
Look
much
at
is
this.
that?
Two
Two.
burns. Two
Two
burns
burn.
and a cross here, and also very clean guy. Like probably the eyebrows and the eyes customized, and also there's a cross necklace here, and just two burns. You can get a really clean whatever you want, or maybe different
But it's also like when people this person did like two burns. And I think in terms of, like, when we're talking about compression of identity, he focused on the necklace and the cross, and that's the meaning for him, because he could have gone some other way. Let's say he could
Yeah.
have added like horns and turned this like, like, that's minimalism of this is just beautiful.
And this guy.
Oh, I'm a big fan. This faceless normie is one of my. Oh, Ravi. Is it the whole? No. Oh,
No,
the
no.
name. That's he because he's awakened.
Yeah.
That's the.
We met this guy in Lisbon. Actually, he's really a cool guy and one of the early buyers of Normie.
Really?
And yeah. He's just
Okay.
listed this Normie for 888 Ethereum, and he said like, if this sells, I will sweep the floor. No need to, of course, but I hope this sells, because just 4 burns, and I'm quite sure he removed or add pixels to the face. So yeah,
To make it black. So how much is it? It's listed for.
888.
Guys, this is free. I'm not joking. Get it. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we are just going through the collection, because sometimes we need distance from what it really is. And you know, when you realize this is just 40 by 40 and 1600 pixels, and then you see like, wow, they're all different. There is not a single one that looks like a previous. They have some traits sometimes. That's the lowest count, right?
Yeah.
That's my biggest regret. I was looking and I hesitated. There is this punk here. What's her number?
This
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I almost got her. And I think Gathi, one of our biggest holders and big believer supporter, he got her. But this is 280 pixels, guys. That's the lowest.
And
the lowest count.
this is just to show what you can get in the minimal form, like lowest count of pixels, 280. Also, I will just make it minimum 1000 pixels, and you can see where this can go.
Ta-da!
Or maybe
There is only one. There's only 2 normal ones. Everybody, it's zombies plus normie girl.
I will just exclude the zombies, because of course zombies has 1000 over pixels, but
now
these are
I have to flex now. I am flexing now.
Yeah, this is yours. But I just reduced to 900 because to see more. But you know, there's crazy wild hair guys. Like, look at this. Maybe first time I'm seeing this guy, like badass looking.
I always loved him. I always loved him. He's so cool. Like all of them are just full ink.
Look at this Latina, you know, earrings and the hair. It's crazy. Like maybe a face mask. Let's check.
Yeah, Latina or even a gypsy queen.
Yeah, perfect, man. Like I will just reduce this to 800 to see more high pixel.
Yeah,
look at
that's
this
a cool way.
Full black screen I can see right now, but you see details, and wow, she's cute.
Yeah. She's cute. She's very cute. She's very manga, very Japanese, very anime. Yeah, guys, I'm in love with normies. I've been in love with normies since before the mint, and when everybody was like, "Oh, how did you see it?" and my question is like, "How did you not see it?" You know, sir. That was in my conversations in Lisbon when people said like, "How did you discover this?" I'm like, how did you miss this?
Yeah, how not you discovered?
Yeah, exactly. So just to end this, on OpenSea, there is also an added trait, and that trait is legendary canvas, right?
Yes, I will just show it by sharing my screen. So we added in our metadata the legendary canvas artist. Let's zoom in a bit more. It's under the legendary canvas tab in the trait. Also, it's also fully on chain on the blockchain. It's written there, and we have Timpers, Cirque, me, DK, ACK, BEEPLE, Jake Butcher, Pew, and Snowfro so far, and there are some more legendary canvas coming, but everything is whatever legendary canvas is created. We are adding this to here because legendary canvas deserves legendary metadata, I can say. But so far, these are the legendary canvas, and three of them on the left to right, Jack Butcher ACK and the token 0 by BEEPLE is held by Adam Weitzman, and the Chimpers held by Jeremy, one of the biggest holders of and believers of Normies and also Chimpers collection. The top one on the right by DK, and the of course Snowfro, my PFP, and the Pew, who is a big punk artist, I can say, punkist. We have currently 8 legendary canvas, but of course we have one more, and this is you. Of course.
This is me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'll end up in a museum, you said, right? One
Yes,
day.
we will.
I wanted to give flowers. Just for a second, I wanted to give flowers to Adam Weitzman because, guys, I've been thinking about this a lot since BEEPLE and Normies collaboration launched. He set up a blueprint really for collecting art because by having those 3 legendary canvases by legendary artists, and one of them being changed on a daily basis, just putting out whatever people is posting as his everydays. I believe this is a blueprint for collecting art, a brand like new way of doing this, and much respect for him to him for really recognizing the medium, because it's not, I think not, it's not easy to understand for every collector. Okay, why is this different? Why is this special?
Yeah.
We spend like an hour and 20 minutes already almost explaining why this is special. I think to everyone watching it I think it's clear, or maybe more clear than before. But to him, I say respect, because this is it takes visionary to really like see it. Oh wow. And people just put like a cherry on top of this whole thing. That's my belief.
Yeah. I think Adam Weissman deserves more than flowers, more than shout-outs. Of course, he is a good friend of us, and we are talking on daily basis about anything, But keeping the lead and leading the Normies in a way that he believes what we are doing here. You can see in his posts, and I can see in our private chat, says like in the public tweets, I trust Cirque's vision, I trust where Normie is going, and I'm happy to be in this journey, because it's, as you said, it's really hard to understand what Normies is doing. Of course, we are doing live streams to explain more and for more new audience in a simple terms, but there's all documentation in our website, also in our articles are full of news and details. So yeah, this stream was special for BEEPLE X Normies, a collaboration in Normie Zero NFT held by Adam Weitzman. I would like to thank everyone joining us here. I can see in StreamYard like 700 people is watching currently in different accounts, mine account, your and Normies, and also it's live on YouTube, and also our Instagram account is live. I don't know how it does look so far, but yeah, I'm thankful for everyone being here with us. We will host more live streams. We do it weekly, once a week, stream once a week, Twitter space to invite everyone to chat and talk about what we are doing and your plans or your vision about Normies. Yeah, I think we will see each other next time. For the closing, I give you the mic, Dope Mind.
Oh, man, thank you for really taking us through the process of creating the mechanism that keeps people Normies active, and I think it was a beautiful experience, and I learned a lot. I'm a student of Normies. I'm totally amazed by not only art but also the technical side of this. So thank you, and thank you to all believers, to all Normies. Thank you, BEEPLE. Thank you, Adam. thank you, Bobby. Thank you, everyone. I chat on daily basis in our X chat. You guys keep this community really rocking, really driving. And let me just end by saying this is just the beginning. And I think Normie token zero just shows you this is the birth of something very big. That's
I was actually give it some details about. I was telling in the group chat or like in the public, like there's something coming. There's something we are working on it. It was BEEPLE, but once again, I'm saying like we are working on something again, like as big as BEEPLE, I can say. So. I'm not. I'm not selling news. I'm not like giving hype to the people just to buy Normies. If you resonate with the Normies, of course you buy. If you are here for a long run, like 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, maybe forever, then join us. If not, if you are waiting 5x tomorrow, please don't buy, because we won't gonna make a 5x tomorrow, maybe in a week or in a month, maybe 6 months. It depends on the market. It depends on the sentiment of the people in the market. We are trying to build something here together with good people, and we are pushing all the limits, and we are trying our best to create a strong foundation whenever the market just wakes up from the dead. And we will be there and watching this market uplifting us, and of course the other builders in this space. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us. See you in next time. Bye bye.
Salud.
Call me a normie, call me a brother, call me a sister, a father, a mother. Call me a normie, a healer, a twister. Call me a savior, reality blister. True fire starter, street art fighter, pixel believer. I came to deliver the truth in the system, open source twister, the true revolution. You missed her.
Call me the worker, call me the builder, call me the quiet one, moving it realer. Call me the teacher, call me the learner.
Bulgot fire.
In the heart I burn ya. Call me the signal, cutting through clutter. Where my normies at? Where my normies at? Call me the vision, call me the shift.
Jayu in the code, that's the gift. Call me the rhythm, the baseline drifter. Where my normies at? Where my normies at? Call me the neighbor, the one next door. Call me the many, we rising as chill in the voice, no divider. Call me the future, built in the present, where my normies at. Stay co-present. Call me the motion, the wave, the resistor. Hemon in the system, uplift ya.